Here's what happened this week at City Council.
So City Council today approved a resolution directing city staff to begin working through the state legislature to create the Municipal Management District number 2. This district would be located in northeast El Paso over approximately 2,300 acres of raw, undeveloped land. And the purpose of the district is to really encourage quality development in this area to include mixed use, so all different kinds of residential, all different kinds of commercial, something different from what the Northeast has seen.
I provided a presentation to Council on the impacts for the capital improvement program for our community, where we discussed in detail how our public investment is being targeted to push our mission, vision, and values, and to really address and support our strategic plan when it comes to public safety, parks and recreation, and our infrastructure, transportation, and roadway system. There's a direct economic impact from the capital improvement program where we're supporting 386 companies locally, everything from electrical subcontractors through general contractors to IT supply companies, furniture companies. There's quite a bit of impact in how we're supporting our local economy through the public investment that's helping to push our strategic plan.
We were able to provide an update to Council of our active 380 economic development incentive agreements, and really provide them with an overview of the agreements that we have and the impact that those have on our taxing entities. For every dollar that we invest, the city gets $5 in investment. One of the biggest reasons why incentives are important is that it really helps to expand our tax base. It helps to create and to keep our jobs and our talent here in El Paso.
So these two items were ordinances authorizing the issuance of debt. So one was for certificates of obligation, one was for general obligation bonds. And these two items really relate back to the priorities for the community of what's important to them. So the types of projects that this debt is going to fund are related to primarily street projects. So we have resurfacing, reconstruction, we've got some median improvements, some traffic lighting, some new intersections, quality of life projects. So we have 3 recreation centers underway. We have the new regional park in the Far East, which is one of the quality of life projects that was approved back in 2012. And then finally our public safety, so replacement of the 300 police vehicles that we've talked about over the last couple of years. So that's what this debt's going to cover again, addressing the priorities for the community and funding those long-term capital projects that are going to continue to help us and make our community even better.
The action taken by Council today was passing Title VI, which is transportation for hire vehicles, particularly with taxi cabs under Article 2. And basically what this change does is it brings the industry in line with the protection of themselves and any visitors and individuals coming into the city. And what I mean by that is they will now be regulated to have permanent signs or markings affixed to their vehicle instead of magnetic signs. And the benefit on this is it keeps anyone from slapping on any type of magnetic sign on their vehicle and pretending to be a taxi driver. It protects the industry and it protects the citizens and visitors as well.
So both of the items were approved today. Item 15.6 was an amendment to Title 12, and that permitted and created the definition for motorized assisted scooters, and it permitted them to be on the sidewalks. Item 15.7 was an ordinance to amend Title 15 to create a pilot program for shared use mobility devices and establish definitions and also outline the permitting and procedure framework to regulate those devices. And the proposed rules and regulations will come at a later date to be adopted and amended by the director, as well as the fees will be coming at a later date as well. It means that they will be able to utilize, once those rules and regulations are in place, they will be able to use shared use mobility devices within the right-of-way.